You get up early, man.
You want to round me up at 8? You want to round me up at 11? Go. Yeah. But at 7, don't fucking round me up, dog. I'm smoking dope. I'm playing with the cats. I'm drinking. I'm having a good old time solo, like a doctor.
Why do we have to have this giant fucking footprint of house that we live in? You know, and
because you're getting paid, bitch. If I want to live in a fucking cell, I'll live in a fucking cell like a monkey. I'm going to live with a fold-up bed like I'm James Bond, like some fucking Puerto Rican that gets a check on the 5th. Go fuck your mother. If you're getting paid, you live in a fucking house. I'm going to live in a micro fucking house with a little kitchen to cook like I got a black guy banging me in the fucking ass. I don't need that. You spread out. Even me, I'm no millionaire. I got a big fucking kitchen, a micro house. What are you fucking people talking about? I just snapped out of it, dog. You can't take me into those deep waters like that. This fucking Eureka fucking killed the brother right now. A fucking house with a bed upside down? No. Fuck that shit. That's not what I'm talking about. To save energy. Fuck you. You get paid, you fucking live like a normal person. Go to Trump and say, hey, wig, move into a fucking thing to save energy. See if you don't bitch slap you. If you don't have a Russian bitch slapping you in the fucking mouth.
You're fired.
The fuck are these people micro houses in the fucking desert? You play it out to the world ends like a doctor. And I said one night, wait a second, I got a test monkey. I got my boy I call this motherfucker up because I've seen my boy eat 10 10s. I've seen him eat 4 10s at one shot. Anybody who eats 4 10s and at the end of the night says I ate 13 10s, you're a savage. It takes a missile to knock that motherfucker's head off. Chuck Liddell ain't going nowhere. You're going to be pounding that motherfucker for hours. 13 10s? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, you do a little blow to mix it up a little bit.
Wait a minute.
10 milligrams of Valium.
What does one do?
One, it'll fucking knock you out from here to England.
Jesus. How is he taking
But when
13?
you're drinking and your adrenaline.
How's he still alive?
Bro, it goes into your fat.
He's kind of a big guy.
He's a big guy. But the fucking funny thing was that when he called me the next day and said it was fucked up, I was like, I just flushed him. And I said, that's it. Even though I have a fear of needles, I'm going to hit this acupuncture. Why not? Let me give it a shot. Sure. Joe Rogan. One time I was living in Aspen. I was planning a jewelry heist. There was a jewelry store at Snowmass Village. Bro, I destroyed the Snowmass Village Mall Christmas Eve. If you can look up that paper, look up Snowmass paper, whatever it is, 1983. Yeah, why not? It's 30 years ago. It's going to be 30 fucking years ago.
Has the statute of limitations
run out? Who gives a fuck? The statute of limitations ran out on me, bitch, right? So, I was up Aspen Mountain one night, and I got kinky. I just started opening up doors. And the next day in the paper, Christmas Day, they had a thing that said, Snowmass Mall burglarized Christmas Eve. So I was like, there's a jewelry store I'm going to rob up there. They were up there for years. I'm going to rob these motherfuckers. And at the time, I had the guy, I was an electrician. I was an apprentice electrician. I bent, I was a residential wireman, and I also bent pipe for the fucking, the commercial guys. So I asked one of the electricians, I go, can you help me fucking get this wiring? So he looked at it, he goes, we could do it. You could cut the wire and the alarm won't go off, so the cops will never react to you. So I had 2 weeks to go till I went back to Jersey, and I went up there one Monday in the blizzard. It was a perfect night. It's a fucking blizzard. The cops can't get up to there to me. I get up there, I cut the fucking wire, I break the glass, and something makes me turn around, and I see the cop cars and Audis. They had not Audis, Saabs. Then I seen the lights, but they didn't have the sirens. But they were down away from me. They were down away. This is just to show you how smart your brother, Uncle Joey, is. They were down away from me. So it's a blizzard. They can't catch me. So I put my hood on. I didn't rob the jewelry stores, but they're coming. So I start running. I fucking fall down the slope. I cut around. There was, back ways to get into my house. I lived on D12, Creekside. I climb into the apartment. I take my clothes off. I'm sitting there, and within an hour, I get a knock on the door. I open the door, and it's 2 sheriffs. And they're like, hi, how you doing now? Have you seen anything suspicious? And I'm like, no, not really. And they're like, yeah, somebody tried to rob the jewelry store tonight. Me, the fucking genius, I walked in the snow and made a path. Right to my fucking door. Oh. So the guy says to me, you haven't been out all night? I'm like, nah, I've been home all night watching TV. And he's like, whose boots are those? And I look down and you can see the snow falling off and melting right in the heat. And I'm like, they're my boots. And he goes, so you haven't been out all night? I go, nah, I had to go out to the car to get the fucking cassette out of the car or whatever. He goes, well, it's funny because the path from that jewelry store leads right to that fucking door.
You silly bitch.
They had me, but they had no charges on me. I disappeared 2 weeks later, so before the cops came knocking for me.
2 weeks takes that long to bring you to court?
They had nothing. They had no fingerprints. They just had, at the time, there was
Footprints.
about 20 fucking, they can't, they had to mix them in.
Cutting the
By
wire.
that time, I'll get Barry Sheck. They had no tools or nothing by the time remember, for them to come in your house, unless you let them, they have to have a warrant.
So they couldn't get you on just the footprints from
No.
there to your house?
No, I could, because I told them I went out to the car. I could have mixed into somebody else. What the fuck? I get defenseless. What the fuck, dog? Don't make me call Barry Sheck.
How clean were these footprints? Were these
By that time, the footprints of snow had fallen over
these
them.
like Silent Nights?
But they're still, yeah, they were still over. And you just described it.
Exactly.
The fat train's a motherfucker because even if you ate dinner twice, at 11, you're like, I gotta eat again. Just in
was it
case
cheesecake?
There's a fucking earthquake.
So ice
I
cream in
gotta
the
stop at
refrigerator.
11. You know, it's just your mind works in the.
You think like that? I have to
No,
eat again?
I'm just saying that you never fucking know. You never fucking know. The fat train is a motherfucker. Look at what comes out of your ass. Have you ever looked at your shit and like, you look at it for a minute, you're like, you shake your head.
Right.
When you break that, when that water hits that shit and it breaks in half, that's when the full essence of your asshole comes out. You ever put the toilet down, then come back an hour later and pick it up? Even if the bathroom don't smell, that last patois of your asshole, those fumes and all those gases that were stuck in that fucking Milky Way piece of shit that came out. Go down the street right now. There's not a kid playing on a fucking street no more. Yeah. You mean out of all those fucking houses, not one parent that can go, listen, on Monday I'm going to come out and play stickball with these fat fucks who are on a computer with a knapsack with computer. Where the fuck are these kids going? They walk around with 80 pounds on their fucking back and they're 90 pounds overweight. But with me, it started as an adult. It didn't start as a 6-year-old fucking kid. It didn't start as a 6-year-old fucking kid. It started when I was 30 and I was already 10 years in the fucking bag of blow and drinking. You don't realize. I remember one night at the Comedy Store, I don't like alcohol. I don't like the fucking taste of it. If I'm doing blow, I'll drink sperm. But if I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm fucking, I don't like the taste of alcohol. And it's a
That was the greatest timing ever.
It's a social fucking thing I have. When I see Joe drinking a beer, you don't think I want to grab a beer? Mike, don't you? I do the worst thing in the world. I get so bored and so embarrassed of being a mutt. But all I do is smoke pot like a 13-year-old. That sometimes give me a fucking cigarette because I gotta feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
If you rub it sometimes, you ever rub your helmet in the middle of the night
It smells like
and
pussy.
sniff the helmet and you're like, it smells like rotten fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Like all the pussy you got in the 80s and 90s accumulates.
Smell this right now.
Accumulates.
No, I don't want that shit. When I was a kid, you know how people say to you now, oh, American football's weak. Fucking rugby is the sport. You know what, dog? I grew up, I played street hockey in Jersey in one of those leagues for 3 weeks. And that was one time where I actually doubted my manhood at the age of 13. I did that for 3 weeks because it's just not hockey sticks and sneakers. There's another variable involved in this. Cars! Cars! And you ain't real until you get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get props. Like, dog, where's Joe? He got hit by a car, but he's playing next Tuesday. Like, that's how you got props, by getting hit by a car. Like, people would smash into, bro, to
Those
break
brakes weren't good back then either.
Listen, when you broke a Cadillac glass, not a windshield, because I understand what I'm saying, people. When you dented a fucking Cadillac grill in the 70s, you were going to a hospital. That's an instant fucking lose my name, squeezing the ball for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
There were different cars. It's not like hitting the fucking Hyundai now where the thing bends a little bit.
Right.
We used to play street hockey with Tom McCann hockey sneakers. Tom McCann, especially black bottoms, so you would stick. Dog, and they had these things where it was just, you played for your neighborhood. Like for your block, like 38th Street had a team against 51st Street, and you would walk over there with your hockey sticks, no roller skates, and it was in the street. And if you were in the middle of a row and a car was coming, that motherfucker either had to wait or he was hitting you. And somebody would get hit once a fucking month. And that was like your badge of honor, like in those times. Like, he got hit by a car. Dog, his head went through the side of a glass, and he's coming back to play on Tuesday. And fuck the DEA.
Whoa, did you really say that?
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Fuck.
this is not the opinions reflected.
got nothing to do
I
with
love
it.
the
think
DEA.
We need
We're
the
not doing
DEA
drugs.
to
We're
close
not-
down meth
The drugs
labs.
got nothing to do with us. DEA got nothing to do with us. We're
not
all
drugs.
sick. I
Right.
got anxiety. You got an asshole that hurts, and Brian's fucked up from Olive Garden. That's why we smoke medical marijuana. I love you,
Yes.
DEA, and I love the government. Stay black.